Hey guys, what's up? It's Rygar the Destroyer, and today we're going to be taking a look at the AAT from the Phantom Menace 3D line. This is a really cool vehicle, but before we take a closer look at it, let's go ahead and take a look at its packaging. Let me grab it here. So, as you can see, it's got the I guess, Phantom Menace 3D release packaging. It's got a really nice, I guess, drawing of the AAT here on the front. On the side, another photo. Same one on this side. Top, just another, actually it's the same photo on all of them. And then the bottom, it shows some of the other figures that were released in this wave. And on the back, finally, it's got a brief description. If you'd like to read that, you can just pause the video. And over here on the side, it lists off some features and also shows some pictures of the vehicle. So fairly standard kind of packaging. So let's go ahead and get back to the vehicle itself. So here it is. It is, let's see, about 12 inches deep. It is about 6.5 inches tall to the top of these antennae here, which is the tallest point on the vehicle. And it is about, let's see, maybe about 10 inches across. So it's got some pretty good size. And if you've been collecting Star Wars vehicles for a long time, you probably recognize this because they've been releasing the same AAT with different paint jobs and things like that, basically since episode 1 when it was originally used. So some people don't like that. I personally don't mind. I like all the different paint variants they've done on this, and I like the vehicles itself. I think it's well done, so I don't mind rebuying it. As far as features go, we'll start at the bottom and work our way up. It does have wheels on the bottom, and if you've never seen this vehicle before, they're kind of interesting. They have suspension to them, which is kind of interesting. Not the back ones so much, but these ones here do. And also, they keep the vehicle up off the ground enough that it looks like it's floating, and of course you can't see the wheels since they're fairly thin from most angles. So that really adds to the effect of it floating. Here on the back, you'll notice that there is this extra piece here, and that's not accurate to the movie. Normally it should be like that. But of course, to make it stand up, they had to put that there, or else it would just tip over like this, because this part here is a lot heavier than this front part here. And they probably could have done some weights or something to make it more accurate, but personally I don't think it's a huge deal. It's on the back, so you can't see it anyway. There are also firing missiles on this vehicle. If you push the button right here, it fires them out, and you can kind of do a one at a time. Even though there's only one button, you can shoot. Let's see if I can do it here. Well, you can kind of push it kind of, and you can release one missile at a time. And then the missiles are fairly basic. They're just molded in the same plastic that the tank is. I kind of wish that they were black so that they didn't stick out as much when they were loaded into the actual turret, but it's not a huge deal because you can take them out and then it's screen accurate anyway, so not a huge deal there. One thing I will point out is you'll notice there's a little hole right here. Now on the releases before this one, that holds a little switch that when you open up the cockpit here reveals a damaged droid. So let me demonstrate that on this one here. Pull that switch, and then it flips from a normal droid to one that's all blown up. But on this one here, when you open up the cockpit, as you'll notice, there's just another seat for a battle droid in there, and I really like that change. I was actually surprised. I just assumed that Hasbro would have just pumped out an exact copy of their one from episode 1, but they have made some changes, and I really appreciate that. It's all newly sculpted back there, and I think the detail looks nice. And then there's also another seat for a droid right in there. It has swiveling cannons here on both sides, which is a nice touch. Obviously, the turret swivels 360, The gun does look up and down, but it doesn't really hold its position. It's probably just moves so that they could, you know, remove it in the package and so that it doesn't break instantly if you drop the toy. There is one more kind of feature here, and it's within this hatch here. So if you see, there's a little hook down there that when you pull up on this tab will push a droid up through the hatch. Obviously you can fit a droid in there without using that, but it is a nice feature since it is there, and it doesn't really hurt the aesthetics of the vehicle. So overall, it's a very well done vehicle in my opinion. This is the Phantom Menace release, but like I said, there's been many other ones, and they're all practically the same, except for that one play feature, which is different on this one. So if you like the AAT and the CIS, this is, you know, probably worth picking up if you can get it at a good price. So anyway, if you have any comments or questions, please leave them down in the comment section below, and I guess I'll see you later.